Hey everyone, thanks for tuning in for another video. We have arguably one of the most balanced rods on the market that delivers some awesome power and a lot of sensitivity. It's the Expride B by Shimano. Without further ado, let's get into it. Alright guys, so the Shimano Expride has been around for several years now. It has earned a pretty reputable name over the years, and for anybody who hasn't seen my first Expride video, that is the Expride A, I'm going to leave a link in the description for you guys. But for anybody who has fished an Expride A, you're probably well aware of the noticeable differences that the B has, which is this version, compared to the old one. The biggest and the most noticeable is in the handle. This is a carbon monocoque handle from Shimano, and it has been tested for several years now, particularly in the US market. It was first introduced in the Poison Adrena rods, and then later followed by the Zodius series as well. So what is this handle? Because it looks kind of unique, a little bit different. Well, it's basically a carbon made handle that Shimano has tested, engineered, and ultimately what that does is it eliminates weight and it increases sensitivity by extending this, blank into the carbon handle here. Shimano claims it improves sensitivity up to 30%, and I could definitely tell that it does reduce the weight of the rod compared to my other Expride A. In terms of sensitivity, I can speak for that too as well, and we're going to get into that in a short second, but they really do this a great job by eliminating the in the A, the EVA, and putting in the carbon handle. And this is a difference maker. Now, subtle ticks are definitely more noticeable. The Expride A is a great rod already itself, but the handle here just really enforces and kind of creates more sensitivity, as it will. And so this is a great addition to the Expride B over the A. I have seen, now I haven't had, but I have seen a couple of issues with people with the carbon style handle, probably due to personal error or just kind of, accidental error, not really a fish or a construction issue. I have seen some posts on Facebook and on the fish forums where people would have cracked, cracked carbon handles, and that's predominantly due to people stepping on them. Well, to be honest, guys, if you step on anything, it might break. Now, EVA is a little bit more durable, correct? It is durable. But, this is, obviously something that you shouldn't step on. And if it does, it's unfortunate. But, what doesn't break when you step on it, right? So just got to be a little careful with this guy. But moving onward, the other big difference is the updated reel seat here. This is the CI4 reel seat here from Shimano. Again, this is, Daiwa has something similar like this. I think they call it the air sensor. But this is Shimano's version. This is the ones that you will see on the new NRXs as well. But this is the CI4. So basically this reel seat is made out of CI4 material, like some of the other CI4 reels. This basically eliminates some of that weight too as well, because it's such a lightweight and sensitive material that it makes it a little bit better in terms of performance and durability. The Expride B still features the X-Wrap. It's got that construction, and that is one thing that I liked about the rod from the Expride A. So they kept that high power blank technology with it, and one thing that I do like about it is that it's not epoxy coated. I am a big stickler for, or I don't like, I should say, epoxy coated rods. It's not that, it looks funny or anything like that. It just adds unnecessary weight, and I feel like if you could get away with not epoxying a rod, you know, let's keep it that way, because you're cutting down on weight, and then you're also going to add some more sensitivity because the blank doesn't have that thick coat of epoxy on it. Moving to the guides, we have the Fuji SIC guides. Nothing spectacular, but these are really good guides. One thing that I do like about these guides is that I can cast my braid to fluoro knots in these without any kinds of issues. And that's all my all of my spinning setups are braid to fluoro, so I have no problem with throwing braid and fluoro knots through this. But this particular model is a 7-foot medium spinning rod. It's a fast action, and it is a multi-purpose rod for me. I can drop shot with this rod. I can Ned rigs. I could throw small swim baits. I could throw, you know, weightless plastics on this. This is a very versatile rod, guys, and it does even have the word versatile here too as well. And this is the best all-around spinning rod that you could get on the market. And if you watched my other video on the Expride A, you probably saw that was my favorite spinning rod on the market for being the most versatile, and they just made that rod a lot better with the Expride B, guys. So if you're looking to upgrade in terms of, you know, another rod, and you want one, and you know what, you know, you have the Expride A and you want to you know, get a B, it definitely is worth it. It's worth the jump in terms of quality and also the sensitivity that you have. Now, this is one neat thing about the Expride B for this model. They put the hook keeper down here, which I like. You know, quite honestly, I like this hook keeper out of the way here, especially if I'm throwing, you know, braid. Not to say that I've had issues with a hook keeper getting caught here on a spinning rod, but I have in the past. So I do like that the hook keeper is down here, especially if I'm drop shotting. I like the fact that you know, I can basically keep the hook tied up here versus all the way up here in this area. So overall, guys, I think this is a fantastic rod. This is a 7-foot medium again, so this is going to be rated for 3/16 all the way to ½ ounce, and the rear grip basically from this point on here is about 8.5 inches. So this is on the website. They have, you know, models, and they kind of tell you how big the handle is compared to the other ones. This comes in at 8.5 inches right there. So and one thing that I love about Shimano is I like the cork that they have. I think Shimano does a really good job. G-Luma Shimano, they do a really good job with their cork selection and their quality of cork. This is yet to have been U40 sealed, and it will be. And I'll make another video on that a little bit later. But this, you know, Shimano has always had very, very good cork on all their rods, and I haven't had any issues with them, unlike other models, which other manufacturers, which I won't name in this video. But overall, guys, what do I think about this rod? Because it's pretty expensive. It comes around, like, you know, the high 200s, close to 300s. And you can get them for $250. Just ask me. Feel free to, you know, ask, and I can kind of share the where to buy for $250. But you know, this is a great rod. I thought the Expride A couldn't get any better, and I was wrong. This rod just is a big difference. It is, you know, worth the jump. It is worth the change if you guys want to. If you guys are looking to upgrade, this is worth the change. Do you need to buy it? You know, the Expride B if you have an A? No, you don't. But if you want more sensitivity, if you want a lighter rod, this is going to be the rod for you guys, because of the, you know, get rid of the epoxy, the CI4 seating, and also the carbon handle here. So if you guys like the video, make sure you guys hit that like and subscribe button, but make sure you guys stick around, because I'm going to get some close shots on the rod.